Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's going on, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well. In this video, out of all things, we're going to be talking about Star Wars The Acolyte, which is going to be an upcoming live-action Star Wars Disney Plus show in 2023, and we have a little bit of insights more on what we can expect to see with and from this upcoming show. For one thing, although it's not completely confirmed, or really anything about this show is confirmed, it's said that this is going to be a High Republic or Old Republic type of era type of show here, circulating around a dark side Force user. So with that being said, it would be taking place before the events of the Skywalker saga and before the Phantom Menace. As it reads from the Direct's article, as per usual, I'm going to have that full article linked down in the description down below. Loki director is rumored to helm the upcoming Star Wars Disney Plus show, The Acolyte. As it reads, with Disney Plus serving as the home for Star Wars for the foreseeable future, lower budget streaming series now offered Lucasfilm the opportunity to branch off into different eras of storytelling. Next year, Leslie Headland's The Acolyte will mark the beginning of that push. At the show will now follow a dark side Force user during the upcoming days of the High Republic. It's also said to be set 100 years before the Phantom Menace. Strikingly, little is known about the Acolyte's narrative direction on plot points and what it's really going to be about. Prior to the series' announcement, it was also reported that the project would follow a female lead and have an emphasis on martial arts, now a given due to the involvement of the Force. Actress Amandla Steinberg is said to be for the upcoming lead role and is following a recent delay in production, with being scheduled to begin in October. Headland serves as a writer and a showrunner for the series and is going into great lengths to map out the journey of the characters and to incorporate the philosophy of George Lucas and his creation of the Star Wars universe, but she won't be the one behind the camera. To point and to identify the show's director has remained a mystery at this point, until a new rumor has seemingly changed that, as Marvel Studios' Alum will reportedly be leading the exploration into abilities with some considered to be unnatural. Kate Herron is rumored to direct The Acolyte. She most notably directed Marvel Studios' Disney Plus The Loki Show, which is definitely one of the highest rated Disney Plus shows period out there, let alone Marvel ones as well. Making Star Wars reported that Loki director was approached and will be involved as director for Leslie Headland's The Acolyte series. There is no confirmation yet that she will be joining the series ahead of its production schedule. Additionally, the Bespin Bolton, who is another very reputable source we like to cover here and there on the channel, revealed that pre-production for the show has already begun in Reading, England. Production will take place at the recently constructed Shinefield Studios, though existence of Volume Saga at the site is unknown. Taking a step back from what the whole article here has to say, going into like all the really nitty-gritty specific stuff with like, you know, productions and where it's all taking place, that type of stuff, of course, is fairly up in the air, but they do generally have a fairly good idea on where this stuff is going to be taking place, where it's going to be filmed, and that kind of leads us to the idea of where leaks could be found and actually leaked out around the internet to give us our first official looks, or rather unofficial looks, here at this upcoming series, and also other shows as well here for Star Wars and Marvel, whatever the case may be. If you are a Marvel fan, I'll have my Marvel channel linked down in the description down below, where I also cover a lot of other Marvel news and rumors and that type of stuff as well. I digress though. Let's continue on here with what the article has to say. Will Herron helm The Acolyte alone? Is that there being Kate Herron, the director of the Loki show. There's no singular way that the Star Wars Disney Plus series has been approached in terms of its directors. The recently concluded Obi-Wan Kenobi had just one director, as Deborah Chow had steered the ship for all 6 episodes. However, this was the expectation to the precedent set by the Mandoverse shows, The Book of Boba Fett, The Mandalorian, Ahsoka Tano, Rangers of the New Republic, and etc., which have seen more of a melting pot beyond the camera. While Jon Favreau serves as the main writer and director, and same thing for Dave Filoni, there are a lot of people and directors that are behind the scenes with the whole Mandalorian and the Mandoverse that work on that show, which is very cool. Now, the article goes on to say that the upcoming Andor is somewhat similar into the case, as Tony Gilroy writes and oversees the project, while blocks of directors tackle multiple episodes, a lot like the Mandalorian had done. Herron has already proven herself capable of handling an entire series through her work on Marvel Studios Studios' Loki. This would be a lend credence to the possibility of Kate Herron following Deborah Chow's footsteps through the episode count for the Acolyte's first season may exceed that is the typical limited Disney Plus series of around six-ish episodes from there. Should the season be as long as those of The Mandalorian or Andor, which is going to be a whopping 12 episodes, there may be too much to work and to involve with one director onto the corral. That being said, Kate Herron is certainly available, as she declined to actually come back for Marvel Studios' Loki Season 2. Citing the need for a new voice to give the show a breath of fresh air, the director seems to be content with keeping her involvement in projects relatively limited, to the point of that the collaboration with other directors for the Acolyte could be a very well thing into the playing cards. Perhaps the series will experience a similar handoff to a new director when a second season commences, a potential second season at that, or maybe Headland or Herron have really hit it off and the duo will work together to see the show through its conclusion. The Acolyte will begin streaming on Disney Plus sometime in 2023, as its production and filming will begin in October. This is definitely going to be, I think, one of the rather more underrated Disney Plus Star Wars shows. There's just not a lot going on though for it. We don't know anything about it, so people don't have any reason to really be all that hyped for it. However, seeing that the simple facts being stated that it's going to be taking place 100 years before the events of the Skywalker saga, it's going to be about a dark side force user, it's going to be taking place alongside where the High Republic and the Old Republic games and books are taking place, is something I think to look forward to and is going to be rather very, very cool. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about Kate Herron and her directing work here on the Loki show on Disney Plus? And as well, if you're a Marvel fan, as I had already mentioned, I'll have my Marvel channel linked down in the description down below with all of our Marvel related content there as well. I'd absolutely love to hear what you guys all think in the comment section down below. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, as it really does help with the channel, and check out Instagram unofficial Star Wars for more Star Wars related content, guys. Thanks so much for watching today's video. As always, may the force be with you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.